folks, welcome to another edition of The Running, and we are here today for the legendary only Fibonacci Cup. Now, I had expected to have more than, a couple of horses in one of the jockeying stables at least. Of course, we've got the high horse stables in the Barracuda34 jockeying stable, as well as Plottin and Trottin in the Barracuda34 jockeying stable. So, turns out, we've just got two. Which is Content Chorus as well as Cousin Fry. So Cousin Fry, we've actually ran Cousin Fry before and we haven't had the best of experiences, but I reckon it'll be okay this time around, especially considering we've got a lot more data this time around, and I was slacking off the last time Cousin Fry was in one of the stables I was jockeying. And of course, over at Barracuda34 Stables, one of the horses I own is Paid Race Hustler, who's a legendary himself, and he's stuck in stud farm, some kind of glitch, which ends up showing that he was supposed to be stuck for 3 days, but it's beyond 3 days now. But yeah, anyway, long story short, we're taking care of it with Zed Run. I've raised a ticket and whatnot. So, but today we're here to get some running in for Cousin Fry and Content Chorus. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna say Content Fry and Cousin Chorus at some point in this live stream. But yeah, for the handful of you all watching perhaps after, thank you very much. Make sure you hit that like, and for those of you watching right now, I think there should be at least one. I'd like to think. Make sure you hit that like as well. So yeah, of course, conditional tournament means open class races, and you get thrown into a field of a mix of class 1 races, class 2 races, class 3 races, pretty much all classes. So Content Chorus is known to have very little data on, so we might just go the route of the sprinter funnel. Let's try the sprinter funnel for Content Chorus. Hopefully it is the funnel it does well in. It's a Z9 leg finny, bred from two Genesis horses, so of course that's how you end up getting legendary Zatak. And I doxed myself. There you go. That's confusion, but we keep going. 1,000-meter sprint, Spanish Oaks, and looks like it filled quite quickly. Okay, that's wonderful. Of course, no flames, hasn't run much, hasn't finished Discovery, still got a couple of races left for Content Chorus, but we get to watch a race nonetheless. Let's get that open. Meanwhile, let's quickly get Cousin Fry into a race himself. So a U-shaped horse, known to do well in 1600. I think the previous jockeys have run it in 1600 and 1400 for the most part, not much in the 1,000-meter distance. Do we gamble it in the sprinter funnel, or do we go the safe route in the mid-runner funnel? Might just go the safe route, considering Content Chorus has gone the sprinter funnel route. So let's put it into its strength. Let's play into its strengths. We got 1,800 meters. I won't be surprised if we don't get either horse in, but an experience nonetheless. So Cousin Fry, head on over. 1,800-meter race, which should be filled, which is filled. Okay, gate number 9 still empty. There you go. We got 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes to sort that out. Meanwhile, perhaps we can go over our competitors for we can actually go over the competitors for the first horses race, the sprinter funnel. Content Chorus's competitors will be Masked Bandit, haven't heard of Rosanna Racing, Moneyball Larsen. Isn't this quite a name? Mix Generation Nays, I have zero idea what that means. Runaway Train Racing, Delma, Wonky Donkey. None of the stables I've heard of, but yeah, we know this one. High Horse Stables and Barracuda34 Stables should be good to go. And yeah, no place finishes yet for Content Chorus. Who knows, this might just be the first one. We're going up against plenty of class 2 horses. We don't know which class Content Chorus is in, so perhaps that's an advantage. 3 flames include 1 in class 1 and the other 2 being in class 2. So let's see how this unravels. 2 minutes left. Let's see what's happening with, should have loaded up. Yeah, 1800 meter New Zealand Oaks. 4 minutes left and no flames, but plenty of class 1 horses in this race for Cousin Fry. Let's see how this goes. And yes, just over 2 minutes left, and as we wait, let's just go over the horses in the stable. Content Chorus, Cousin Fry, and Tangi were the ones who joined us more recently. OJ in the chat, Baby Lightning, Eggs Benny, Milk, NBD, Cyber Smoke, and Cyberline. We've been racing for about a week or just over a week now. And yeah, Eggs Benny's been doing well. In fact, Eggs Benny probably qualified for the tournament last night or didn't. I think we missed it by a whisker. It was close. It was close. When the cut line was 4.8 points, I really thought Eggs Benny would make it through because that's how many points Eggs Benny had gathered, but clearly didn't go our way. Milk's been doing good. I think NBD needs to class down quite a bit as well. Milk, class 4 marathoner kind of, but does okay in sprints as well. OJ in the chat, I don't know, I just been finding it difficult to run the right races. Sometimes it does okay in 1000 meters, sometimes it does terribly. But yeah, overall sprint, a lot of sprinters in the HHS in Barracuda34 jockeying stable. Meanwhile, over at Plotton and Trotton, Barracuda34 jockeying stable, over there is a lot of marathoners. Most of them, in fact, most of them are marathoners, except for Spicy Like a Big Red, who you'll hear a lot about on this channel soon. But yeah, we should get one of them. Yeah, okay, it's the showcase. Let's go. The two wrongs make a right. Quiet name, Franco Tirado. Content Chorus. That's ours, Putin. I don't know if I was supposed to say that. Swift Execution, Lucky Fantasy, and Sharpened. That's good. Violet Magic sounds familiar. Rambling Jack, again, big fan of the court. Medicinal from Wonky Donkey. That's a Z3? Or was it Z13? Anyway. So the Spanish Oaks at Madrid, the beautiful glass table in Espanol, and I'm pretty sure that's the language and not the country, but onwards we go. 900 meter mark. Things are just gearing up for the final showdown, as I like to call it. Love the track. Don't remember running. Oh, okay, the windmill. Now that rings a bell. Yep, Medicinal with the edge. Let's just take a look at the positions. Swift position, you can see Zaputing edging closer. Rambling Jack as well. Always look at the back markers at the 500 meter board, folks. That's how it is in Zed Run. At least that's how I look at it. Either ways, now we've got a few with a jump in their step. Perhaps Sharpened Wild Magic will lock out the front row. Now that's a little bit of Formula 1 coming into the mix, but things are not looking up. Content Chorus is in 5th, or might just be looking up. We're down to the 100 meter board. A steady jog to the finish. Medicinal is coming close, but Content Chorus is now 2nd, closing in on 3rd, but Zaputin out of freaking nowhere. My god. Content Chorus managed to get 2nd, so that's good. It is Fibonacci Cup, which means higher up the positions you are, the better, just like any race. Ooh, look at the gaps between the top 4 horses. Barely any. Barely, like 200ths. Yeah, 200ths of a second between Content Chorus and Hood. Phenomenon. Zaputin came charging, but didn't have enough track to make sure he's in the top 3. Maybe 1400 meters is his place of excellence. But yeah, that is the end of the race. Content Chorus off to a great start. 2nd place for him. Meanwhile, let's quickly jump into the other race. 1800 meters, and we've at the 1400 meter mark. Okay, great stuff for Content Chorus. We can be happy about that. Now is Cousin Fry's game. I mean race. It is a game after all. 1200 meter board, and Cousin Fry trotting along in the midfield. Okay, 1100 meter board is when things certain horses start to pull away quite a bit. And as I say that, I think Ohana Spirit seems to be the one in the mood. Intrigued is close as well. Alpha Phobia for alphas, perhaps. Yeah, the race goes on. Cousin Fry, all eyes on Cousin Fry. Top 3 finish is beautiful. Top 6 finish is ideal, considering it is Fibonacci Cup, which means top, I think all 8 or 9 positions reward you points, but not enough as you go down the order, as is Cousin Fry. But the 500 meter board might just come back. Yeah, there you go. There you go. This is what we need. Cousin Fry coming back. 400 meter board, he's gonna have an advantage over Golden Horseshoe. Keep the advantage going at 300 meter board. Misty Bullet seems actually quicker somehow, and of course rightfully so. It's flaming as well. Cousin Fry is going to be in the thickness of the battle coming into the last 100 meters. So close, perhaps, or not close enough. You can see the left-hand field of the left-hand field is stuck in through and through. Is that a second place? No, it's a third. We settled for third. It was one of the horses from the left-hand side of the field who actually end up in the lead for that second spot. And yeah, there it is. Enchanted Prodigy managed to snap that second place. Great stuff from Enchanted Prodigy. To think it held on to that position from the 500 meter board. I'm pretty sure jockey running that horse would have been elated for a possible first place. But yeah, great. Both horses starting off brilliantly. Yep. Place finishes for both. So now we head back to picking a race for ourselves. Another 1800 meters. Do you really want to put Cousin Fry into that? Zatakster. Let's hit that. Gate 6. In you go, Cousin Fry. TNT Racing, Plumper Stables, Westlam Racing, Abide Stables, Haywood, Herdinan, couple of Class 1ers, Class 2, 3 horses from Class 2, and yeah, Class 3, of course, Cousin Fry's in. Now, Content Chorus. We put him in the wrong race, question mark? Did we? I'm unsure. This is where I get incredibly confused. No, Cousin Fry went into that, and Content Chorus is a sprinter. So in the sprinter funnel, 1400 gamble, 1000 meter dash. Let's go with 1000 meters. I just work out. Hasn't even run Discovery yet. I mentioned that already, but anyway, Xena Finny. Let's see how it does. So both our horses are in. Just I didn't get a C. Istanbul Stakes, Mamba Forever Stables, I'm guessing. I think I saw their logo somewhere on Twitter. So yeah, I've heard of them. Cream of the Crop, Nakamoto's Only, heard of them as well. Doing a giveaway on Twitter if I remember. Wonky Donkey, stable we ran against just a minute ago. Black Sheep Farms, sounds familiar, I haven't heard of them. Echo Tournament, South Beach, filled up quickly. Let's go then. 1000 meter dash. Act out. Yeah, Content Chorus. See that second place in the open class. That's always nice. Okay, this one's starting relatively quicker. It's always perfect. There you go. 30 seconds, we'll have the horses being showcased and we'll be ready to run. And yep, soon enough we'll be good to go. Hopefully we can get running going quicker. I mean more regularly. I'm not talking about running the horses regularly. I do that anyway. But the live streams, considering I've been kind of irregular. And of course there isn't a face cam yet. Let's change that soon enough. Also perhaps push out a bit more content. I'm thinking of Sugar Plum Dreams. Also we have a new horse to welcome next time around. The running number 4 will feature a new horse, will feature a couple of things on the live stream as well, make it more appealing for folks to come by. Let's go. Yeah, there you go, gate number 10, Content Chorus is starting next to Ninny Muggins. Drop tank, where's Frank? Okay. And the Istanbul Stakes, and I love this track, not the Istanbul Stakes track of course, but this track generated by Zed Run. Love the green, huge fan, definitely heard me say that before. But yeah, 3, 2, 1, and the gates come out. Content Chorus comes trotting out, all eyes on him, at least my eyes are. Show positions, and is now currently second, but it means nothing because you're at the 900 meter board with Ninny Muggins next to you, alongside Drop Tank, where's Frank? Valiant Effort, Jackie Storm, Majestic Supernova, I'm not gonna pronounce that. A Violent Shadow, Violent Magic. A Violent Shadow and Violent Magic from the same stables. No. What a coincidence though. 600 meter board, and seems like Content Chorus is in the midfield. Perfect. 500 meter board, Valiant Effort starts trotting, but it is the name I will not say. Okay, we call it Jane. Jane's in the lead, pulling away. Drop Tank, where's Frank in the 12 from gate number 12 all the way up in front. Jackie Storm coming through. Majestic Supernova. Chakra on the left hand side of the field with Sugar Plum Dreams as well. And Wild Magic comes kicking last 100 meters. Steady jog, and Content Chorus is nowhere to be seen. Down in 12th place. Not its race, and stays there at the best. At least 11th place. And mind you, Jane ended up in 12th. And that's catastrophe. At one point I'm pretty sure the jockey thought it's a win coming home. But yeah, that's how Zed Run is sometimes. Disappointing though, 11th. But Content Chorus could possibly be another U-shaped runner after all. Hey, what's up Guts? How you been? Thanks for coming by. Now onwards for the next race. Content Chorus finishes 11th. So that's an L. Big L, considering the previous race it actually ended up in 2nd place, and Cousin Fry follows suit, ends up in 12th. Both you, oh my god. Okay, so U-shaped horses. That's exactly the problem. But 1600 meters, let's put in gate number 8. Cousin Fry. And over at 1000 meters, let's change it up a bit. Another 1200, perfect. Gate number 10 again. How much that'll work out in our favor, who knows. In it goes, next to run. We got ourselves a race. Let's look at our competitors. Tuesday Racing, haven't heard of them. Cream of the crop, ran against them a while back. Volt Racing we've ran against as well. Gainsborough Gates, heard of them. Pretty popular in Know Your Horses. I've seen them a lot in Know Your Horses, so they seem that way. Mount Swigley Meadows, Sambino Sunrise Stables, 515 Stables. Okay, nope, I haven't heard of them. Wonky Donkey I have. And these 3 are flaming. 2 of them in class 1, 1 of them in class 2, so rightfully so. That's why they're flaming. Yeah, this is Z. Okay, Z2 Nakamoto. These are the dangerous ones. But yeah. Let's go. I think we're the only horse. Content Chorus is the only horse with no first place finishes and third place finishes. Meanwhile, the rest have plenty to their name. Perhaps not retirement in waves, but nonetheless, they are right up there. Okay, the 1600 meter race of Cousin Fry is going to take a while. Content Chorus will be the first one to run before that. Let's go. Loading up. And soon we'll be set to go. It's take unusual amount of time to load up. Got just under 2 minutes, just under 1 minute for the horse showcase before we head into the race itself. Content Course and Cousin Fry. Payrace Hustler could have run this race, but run this tournament, but stuck in start farm. Pain its own way. Are we ready? Oh, are we ready? There you go. We're starting soon. I think we've a minute's passed. Almost. We're close. Showcase time. Who are the 11 competitors alongside Content Chorus? Which track is this? 2, 1. Let's have it. Oh, it's the Budweiser Brewery. Perfect. Perfect. Historically, this track has been kind to Barracuda34 Stables, unlike NASCAR. I hate NASCAR tracks, mainly because, okay, hate is a strong word, fine. I strongly dislike NASCAR tracks, but this has gotta be my favorite track in Zed Run so far. At least for Barracuda34 Stables, it's the best. Woohoo! What a skin that is. 73. That's a nice skin. We've been collecting skins, by the way. We've gotten the NYC Skyline. We are set to get a couple of more. Let's leave it at that. But we've got the dark side skin already. Payrace Hustler ran and finished 4th on May the 4th, and we got that skin. We're going to be collecting skins here on out. Hopefully we can get the ones we missed as well before May. Any skins launched before May, but I think Zed Run's gonna come out with more skins along the way, and I can't wait. Barracuda34 Stables is gonna be out here collecting skins, but right now Content Chorus needs to be out there collecting place finishes to be able to qualify for the tournament. Long shot, considering we've not even finished Discovery with Content Chorus, but onwards we go at the Budweiser Brewery, at St. Louis. 1200 meter open class race. Content Chorus last race finished 11th. Race before that finished 2nd, I think. If I'm right. Am I right? Yeah. Finished 2nd. There you go. It's the horse with the skin. I can't even see the horse's eyes. That's pretty sad. Can you zoom in? Zoom in. Okay, yeah, there you go. There you can see the eyes. But yeah, it's a NASCAR skin. Waves trotting away though at the 500 meter mark. Not the greatest of outcomes as we've seen in the last race for the one trotting away at the 500 meter mark. Ended up finishing 12th. But yeah, all eyes on Content Chorus is falling behind at the 300 meter mark. Meterboard, no ways. This is not going our way. 200 meter board, and we've gone all the way back to the position we finished last race, and now it's absolutely terrible. We finished 12th. But kudos to who's here. Held on to that race lead and possibly going to win the race. Yep, there you go. Okay, this I hadn't seen. You saw, I think, the Clydesdales on top of the bridge, on top of the finish line. Yeah, well done. Always great to see horses like these win races. A treat. I think Zed Run lacks that. Zed Run doesn't really highlight the viewing aspect of its game. Needs to do a better job at that. Want to help them do a better job at that, actually. 2 minutes left, and we've got Cousin Fry in a 1600 meter race with, oh my word, how many class 1 horses are these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can we say 6 class 1 and 3 class 2? I mean, what are we even doing here? We're a class 3 horse, but who knows? Maybe Cousin Fry will come out kicking out the start and perhaps finish in the top 3 at the end. Not the greatest of starts. Perhaps the greatest start ever, but just went downhill after that in the second race for Content Chorus. But Cousin Fry, maybe things are different on race number 3. So right now with Content Chorus, we are 1 second place finish, 1 third place. Sorry, 1 second place finish for Content Chorus, and then ended up 11th and now 12th. Disaster. Cousin Fry finishes 3rd and then 12th, and now yet to see. And yeah, we're close to the 1 minute mark, so we'll get to see the horse showcase. And we are heading to Kawasaki, the commemorative cup. Aquatic window clicker. What? Barak Jr. Gilded Promise. That's a nice name. Fire Every Day. So Far Gone from Gainsborough. Reggie Noble. Cousin Fry. Perfect Circle. Lolita Lempica. Master Magic. Bubonic Chronic. Flamin'. Okay. Gate number 8. Gate number 8. All eyes on gate number 8. 20 seconds to start, just under 20 seconds. 1600 meter conditional tournament qualifier. Probably do a proper race call for this one. Maybe adds a bit of luck, you know, who knows. Yep. Barracuda34 Stables and Idaho Stables, Jockeying Stables, Horse, Cousin Fry, and we had a nasty start over here at Comms, but on track. Cousin Fry is off to a great start, but not as great as Bubonic Chronic in gate number 12, or neither as great as the one all the way in the left hand side of the field, Barak Jr. alongside Bill's Pants, which is awkward to say, but all eyes on perhaps the Zed Run Whale, who everyone likes to own, who everyone would like to own in fact, but is not for sale. Cousin Fry is coming back at the 1200 meter board, but manages to be in the top 3, but you can see Lolita holding that lead, or close to that lead, with Bill's Pants over at gate number 1, holding on to the lead well and firmly. Bubonic Chronic close behind, but on the completely far end to the right of the track. Perfect Circle in the mix in the midfield, where the action will unveil itself, unravel at the last 100 meters or so by Master Magic, carefully waiting, patient perhaps, until the 500 meter board is so. Now these are just assumptions. Right now we are at the 700 meter board, and Cousin Fry is off to a great trot and is in the top 2. It's Barak Jr. versus Cousin Fry up ahead, with Bubonic Chronic closing in, Reggie Noble trying to get in on that action, and Lolita trying to hold on to a top 5 position. The Zed Run Whale, of course, 100 meters ahead of them all. Barak Jr. holding on to the first place for now. Bubonic Chronic trying to pick that lead off. There's got to be a horse coming from all the way back, and there is. It's a blue coat. Who is that? It's Aquatic Window Liquor or Clicker, but regardless, it's trotting all the way into the top 3. Will be able to get a top 3 nonetheless, or second in fact. What a finish for him. Aquatic Window Liquor finishes second. Brilliant. I got distracted by him for a second because Cousin Fry ended up in the midfield. Perhaps not the worst result, but definitely could have done better. What a race Aquatic Window Liquor ran. We're not even in the midfield. We finished terribly again. 10th. But Fire Every Day wins from Hero in Racing. Mind you, very popular stable in Twitter, in Zed Run as well. Obviously, they go hand in hand. You know how Zed Run works. Okay, 1600 meter race is done, and I don't think either of our horses are in races right now, so go back to the 1000 meter race. Perhaps gate number 7 works into our favor in the thickness of the battle. Content course. Will you bring home a place finish? 1600. Gate number 10. Cousin Fry. See how that goes. Oops. That filled up. There you go. Flamin' is Divine Distance. Bubonic Chronic, we meet again. It's from HHS Breeding Farm, mind you. Isn't that something? Tsunami from Trots Racing gets a Flame Fire Every Day, the previous race winner. So the odds of us being in the top 3 this race is low. Or perhaps it's not. Let's find out. Let's do a better race call this time. We head back to Budweiser Brewery. Track has been kind to us, perhaps not today, but overall has been kind. Yeah, gate number 3, take the risk. Nakamoto's only 401 key. 401k. Oh, what am I saying? 401k refers to whatever the plan is in the US, something to do with health. Fire every day is an army with a flame. Trots Racing, Cousin Fry, our very own HHS Barracuda34. MJ Magic Bubonic Chronic from HHS Breeding Farm. Pretty much going up against its own, you could say, Cousin Fry. And let us see how it unravels this time around. Gate number 10, all eyes on gate number 10, but it's the countdown ahead of the St. Louis race, 1600 meters, and out they go. As they go right after 100 meters, it's Bubonic Chronic fighting for the lead with its very own stablemate Cousin Fry, MJ Magic in between in the right hand side of the field, but dead in the center. It's Fire Every Day trying to hold on to the lead, and of course, as any horse would, desperately trying to hold on to the lead. We'll see MJ Magic trotting into the top 3 for now, but Bubonic Chronic clearly placing itself in contention, and on the left hand side of the field it's Kane trying to hold on to the first position. Everybody's trying to hold on. Zatakster. Everybody is. I just stop talking to myself. The call gone wrong. This can be a clip. A call gone wrong. 401k. Take the risk. Last goodbye. Trying to come edge closer into the lead. Global Crisis way in the back, but as we've seen once before with Aquatic Window Liquor, things might just take a turn. At the 700 meter board, Tsunami starts pulling away along with Kane on the left hand side of the field. 401k seems to be in the battle for top 3, but Divine Distance coming back for it. MJ Magic, I told you he will be in contention for a top 5 finish perhaps. Still too early to say. 400 meter board, and this is when the back markers start charging through. Bubonic Chronic with the flame, still nowhere to be seen, and there you go. Right hand side of the field comes trotting all the way. Kane still holds on to that lead at the 200 meter board, quickly taken away by Take the Risk. Divine Distance will take away a position from Kane as well. Divine Distance for second, Kane perhaps for third at best, but there's a horse on the left hand side of the field who tries to take it, fails to take the risk, because Take the Risk ends up in first. Brilliant race run by Take the Risk, to be honest. Kane seemed like it had it in the bag. Divine Distance snatches second place at the line. Oh no, doesn't snatch second place, evidently. 5,000ths of a second gap between Kane and Divine Distance at the finish. And Bubonic Chronic, contrary to my belief, ends up away from the top 3. Meanwhile, Cousin Fry ends up in 11th. It's the utter disaster in its own way. And none of the 3 flaming horses ends up with a place finish. There you have it, folks. A Zed Run open class race. Can we go again? Or, yeah, the perfect timing is just lining up for a content chorus. In the mix. Oh, we got someone who hasn't won yet. Huffed and Puffed from Goodman Stables. Okay, we got a couple of class 1s, or 4 class 1s, 2 class 2s. Let's go for it. There you go. Gay One Stoned and Starving from Delmar Degenerate. Brown horse. Pretty straightforward name. Egyptian Blue from Morning Dew Stables. We've ran against him before. Marks and Fox. Wait, Marfa or Marks and Fox? Regardless, I think I've actually called a race with Marks and Fox in it. Content Chorus, of course, our very own HHS Barracuda34 Jockeying Stable. Roller Peach. Valiant Effort from Echo Tournament Stable. Huffed and Puffed. Hasn't won a race yet. Templar Moon, gate number 11, and Coin Curl all the way in gate number 12, but flaming. Z4 Knack. Let's go then. Bangalore, home turf in some ways. At the Vedavati Plate race, 1000 meter sprint. 3, 2, 1, and out the gates they come. I need to come up with an entertaining start. In Formula 1, it's lights out and away they go. I don't want to say gates out and away they go. That's a blatant copy. I've been saying the gates come out, no, gates release. Oh, I haven't been saying anything constantly. It's always been changing. Perhaps release. No, the gates open and out they go. I think I've been saying that more. Out they trot is a bit too complicated, I feel. 500-meter board already, and valiant effort. Taro, Templar Moon pulling away. Coin Curl along with Metallic Cat, both flames at the very end of the field. Coin Curl coming back in the midfield, trying its best to come back. Content Chorus all the way in 11th. So Disaster has struck yet again, or perhaps not. It's trotting. It's trotting all the way to the finish. Last 100 meters, steady jog. Won't be able to get a top 3 finish, but a top 5 at the least. Nowhere near. Has to settle for 9th. This legendary tournament not going our way one bit, eh? Valiant Effort finishes first. No, it is Brown Horse and Stone and Starving. Brown Horse is the straightforward name and straightforward race finish. Taro is the only flaming horse that ends up in the top 3. Beautiful. So Content Chorus going its way, and I think at this point we can hang the throw in the white towel, perhaps. Yeah, 18 points or so, and Cousin Fry stuck with 9 points. Not gonna make a difference between the brackets. Oh, we do have a B bracket today after all. Very cool. Okay, we got two races left. We'll run them, and we'll run Cousin Fry's last race as well. See how it turns out. I think it's both horses' last race, considering Content Chorus just ran one. So the 1200-meter race, let's put Content Course back onto the field, and at the 2000-meter race, let's put Cousin Fry. See how Cousin Fry does there. Probably the last couple of races before we head out, or is it? We can run a few races, but that'll be all down class races. I don't think we should spend time. We should spend time streaming that. Perhaps we'll come back tomorrow. Of course, podium plate. There we have like, I don't know, 11 plus 10 plus 2 plus 1. In fact, so 11 plus 10 plus 2 plus 1. So that's 23 horses to run in podium plate. We'll have our hands full tomorrow. Hopefully this time around I actually end up coming tomorrow. Should be able to. Don't think I'm doing anything. It's not filled up yet. Okay, both of them are close to filling up. Vegas Classic, Irish Guineas. Let's see what it's all about. Mm-hmm. 1200-meter race and 2000-meter race. Legendary only Fibonacci Cup. Fibonacci. And there we go. We've got a filled up race. Or we don't? Oh, there we go. 1200 meters. 5 minutes left. 3 horses flaming as always. Oh, another discovery horse from GBG Genetics. The ones who breed the best in the game. Very untamed. Beautiful green coat. And we're going up against probably the best of the best in the game. Arbitrage Hands. Toto Annihilation. It's a class 1 horse. Class points are over 2000, which means it's a class 1 horse winner. Arbitrage Hands, rightfully so. Flagship Farms, is that what you were going for, my guy? ET. Gemstone Racing, Gainsborough Gates, Liberty of Death. That's a dark stable name. Nakamoto's only stud. Sean Connery. Nice. 515 Stables, Wonky Donkey. We've gone up against Jane once before today, but this race is going to be one entertaining race to watch. Perhaps won't go our way, won't go the way of Content Chorus, but definitely will go the way of Toto Annihilation, I guess. We'll see. Who knows? Content Chorus whoops the rest of the field. Left field result. Who knows? Just over 3 minutes left. What about the other race? Yeah, it's filled as well. Oh, that's actually going to end up running sooner. This is a mid-runner race, so 2000 meters. What kind of opponents are we going up against? Nakamoto's only round stable, and we are going up against the Archibald Royal family here. Okay, quite a heavy hitter. Hasn't run Discovery. Has 2 wins and a second place finish. Let's get into it. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left, and we will be set to go. The skyscraper glass track, as I like to call it, Vegas Classic 2000 meter open class race, which will count for the conditional tournament, legendary only Fibonacci Cup. It's a Vegas Classic. We got 15 seconds on the board with Cousin Fry in gate number 12, and we just might see the Archibald Royal family taking it home as a victory. Let's see how this unravels right in front of our eyes, and make sure you hit that like if you like the race calls over here at Barracuda34 Stables. And the gates open, and out they go as Cousin Fry trots on with a horse with the dark side skin right next to it, Eligible Bachelor, in fact. So give them a call. Eden Neptune right alongside them. Get Romped, Late Night Alumni, Unfolded Brilliance, as well as Goody Goblin with Ribena and Royal Court, who is on the left hand side of the field, and in the lead. Eligible Bachelor up into the top 3. Unfolded Brilliance with the Flames snatches that lead quickly, so but Eligible Bachelor is trotting forward and has picked it off real close to the 1500 meter board, and Cousin Fry is all the way down in the dumps almost in 12th. But for now, we trot on at the 1400 meter board. It seems like Ribena has a spark in its step, a jump in its trot. I'm running out of metaphors at this point, but Late Night Alumni in the midfield is the one to watch out for. At the 1200 meter board, and perhaps at the 1000 meter board, we'll see a bunch of these horses pulling away quite a bit, and some of them perhaps in some ways, charging up for one last shoot down the 200 meter line all the way to the finish line. But Eden Neptune, you can see, jumping off into the front, into lead, and pulling away a gap from the likes of Eligible Bachelor, who's trying to close in as well. Get Romped all of a sudden charging through. This is the 800 meter board situation as we see it unveil. Cousin Fry all the way down in 12th and isn't moving one bit. Mind you, Eligible Bachelor is perhaps holding on to that lead pretty well. And from Ocean Meadow Stables, this seems set to a possible race finish, but it's the 500 meter board, and the Flaming Horses haven't had their charge down the field yet. Unfolded Brilliance Jr. is charging down. Another horse with Flames, Get Romped as well, both with similar coats. They're in the midfield charging through. Eden Neptune getting left behind in the mix of this. Where is Bad Mother Bucker, if I'm not wrong with that name? But Eligible Bachelor at the last 100 meter steady jog. Out of nowhere comes Royal Court on the left hand side of the field. Will pick away that third position from Get Romped, who gets kicked out of place, finishes, and has to settle for 4th. And it's Eligible Bachelor who wins that one. Hope I'm right. And I was. I think I could have done a bit better with the call, but I'm glad I didn't get it wrong. Unfolded Brilliance Jr. ends up in 2nd. Royal Court out of nowhere, wasn't even on my screen. Cousin Fry settles for 11th, which is pain in its own way for Barracuda34 Stables, but onwards we go. 1200 meter race, 600 meter mark, maybe we can catch it. 500 meter board as well. We're gonna get the finish, so we're diving straight into the race. Perhaps 300 meters, 200 meters. I think last 300 meters, yep. We got the last 300 meters. Content Chorus was actually in the lead almost for the longest time clearly hasn't paid off. And at the 200-meter board, you can see them charging through the fields. It's Common Influence who's picked off the third position, in fact picked off the lead, but out of nowhere Blue Sunday just picked them all off and ended up winning. Perhaps no, has to settle for third, but it's one of the Flamers who end up in the top two for sure. Common Influence did, or Sean Connery, it is so close to a call, but it is Common Influence. Sean Connery settles for second, Blue Sunday third. It almost seemed like Blue Sunday was going to win that. Almost. So close. Very Untamed got kicked. Toto Annihilation did as well. I was actually expecting Toto to win. Surprising. Arbitrage Hands finishing 5th. Flamed Horse. The Circus takes home the victory. Let's quickly take a look at our standings. Current standings. Hasn't refreshed. And it's been 10 minutes. Of course, the funnels where we have horses hasn't refreshed. So let's just quickly go over whether or not we've ran 5 races. Okay, it's showing me Discovery. Cousin Fry. Last races 11th, 10th, 12th, 3rd. Yeah, we're done with our 5 races, and it's the end of the road for Cousin Fry in the legendary only Fibonacci Cup. Fails to qualify, has to settle for, well, tomorrow perhaps. Podium plate works out in its favor. We'll find out. Let's jump to, of course, Content Chorus. Cerulean Frost. C9 leg. These are the Discovery race results. So we gotta wait for the tournament page to refresh. Either way, Content Chorus didn't quite finish in the top 3, so it is the end of the road for Barracuda34 Stables in the Fibonacci Cup legendary only conditional tournament. And we can leave it there. A good 1 hour stream, almost an hour stream. For those of you who came by, thank you very much. For those of you who actually watched later on, thank you as well. We will come back for Podium Plate tomorrow for running number 4. Hopefully tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then one of the days trying to qualify for the daily tournaments, trying to qualify 23 of our horses in total, of course in a non-conditional tournament, hopefully. Regardless, until then folks, thank you very much for watching. Hit that like. Cheers.